In this video, I'll show you how to solve the ALEKS problem called Finding Isoprotonic Atoms. This problem is going to ask you to write the symbols for 3 different atomic ions. It might be asking you to write the symbol for 3 different cations. That's what this problem is asking me to do. It could also be asking you to write the symbol of 3 different anions. I am going to talk about how to do that if that's the version of the problem that you're looking at. It's also going to give you a number of protons. It's going to specify a number of protons. For me, it's specifying 5 protons. Now, the number of protons is what dictates the ion's identity or an atom's identity. It's also what dictates the letter symbol that we use when we're writing the formula of these ions. The number of protons is shown on the periodic table by the whole number that we're looking at on the periodic table. So for me, since I'm being asked to write ions that have 5 protons, that means that I am being asked to write ions of boron, because boron is the element that has 5 protons. If you were being asked to write the symbols for ions that had 9 protons, you'd be looking at fluorine, because that one has the atomic number of 9, or 9 protons. If you're being asked to write the symbols of ions that have 22 protons, you'd be writing them for titanium. Okay, so once you know what atom you're working with, this rest of the problem is going to be pretty straightforward. If the problem is asking you to write the symbols of cations, that means that it's asking you to write the symbol of positively charged ions. And if it's asking you to write the symbol of anions, it's asking you for negatively charged ions. And that's really the only difference between the two. So for boron, since I'm being asked to write cations, I'm going to write the symbol for boron. Your best bet with all of this is to write a +1 ion, a +1 ion, which would just be communicated with the plus symbol, no number, a +2 ion. I don't know why my brain is slowing down right now, which is communicated by writing the magnitude first and the charge second, and then a +3 ion, which is communicated by writing the magnitude first and the charge second. This is going to be your best bet. The charges, typical charges for ions are as small as possible. So +1 charge is very common. A +2 charge is common as well. A +3 charge is relatively common. Anything higher than that, no. ALEKS says it's okay with you. It's okay if you write anything up to a +5 charge, but just stick with 1, 2, and 3. Now, let's just pretend like this problem was asking us for an anion. So instead of asking me to write the formula for cations, it was asking me to write the formula for anions of an element that had 5 protons. I'd be back to boron again, because that's 5 protons. I would do a negatively charged one, just a 1- charge. I would do a 2- charge, and I would do a 3- charge. And that's all you have to do with this problem. It is pretty simple as long as you really understand what ALEKS is asking you to do. If you have experience with chemistry, this problem might feel uncomfortable, because you might be thinking, I don't want to write all these weird charges on boron, but you know, just do it. This is what ALEKS is asking you to do.